pretty sure my sound is working. I just want to double check. Give me one moment just to make sure. See if we can hear anything. See if noise is being heard from me. Just to make sure. Hey, there we go. Alright, cool. See if we can hear anything. So I've tried to do this like, I don't know, 100 times. I've been trying to do a video like this, explaining a number of things. I'm super excited to get to do this and talk about this real quick. I want to discuss how Modern Warfare is easily the best first-person shooter to ever come out. And I want to do it through a very specific method. I want to discuss two or three maps, and then I gotta wait for this helicopter. It's hella loud. Helicopter, hella loud. Sorry. I just wanted to see if I could shoot the helicopter. Okay, cool. So this is what I want to do. I'm going to pretty much tell you spot word for word why Piccadilly is the best first-person shooter map to ever exist. And in order for me to explain myself and make all these points clear, we got to start all the way over here. Normally, you get spawned over here. There's a spawn point right at the back here. In order to discuss this, I want to bring up the idea of map borders, okay? So here we have a map border. Now, there's no wall, but if I go, oh shit, I gotta turn around, right? In first-person shooter games, map borders are everywhere because they only want you to go so far, and hey, there's no fun over there, right? So they assess things like a 3D object, like this building, is technically a map border, right? But there's a border all across the map, and they try to enforce it with barriers and just clear notations of, hey, you don't want to come here. Alright, so with that in mind, we look at what's more intricate. What does the map itself contain, right? What can I do with what's given to me? Well, first off the bat, if you spawn over here, you get introduced to the bus. And the buses on Piccadilly, some of them, you can go inside and you can crouch or go prone for, right? Super easy. Okay. Now, before I get into why that's important, we're going to get to that later. That's going to matter. Not only is that fun for those first-person starters who are like, oh, what's Modern Warfare, how do you play? And they're safer. Guess what? They're going to go right here. Oh, there's my footprints? I don't know. Anyways. So, you can go this way. Now, for those who know Piccadilly, you're going to be like, oh, I know this. Well, let's examine why this is so fucking dope. So, you can either go forward, and look, there's a bus right there. There's a staircase. Ooh, I want to go there, right? Or you can go inside. Now, most people who play Piccadilly, they pop inside. When you go inside, you got this little garage into a hallway, a service hallway, and look at this tactical hallway right now, right? Going around, cut the corner, ooh, let's go, right? Close these doors, boom, put a claymore. Oh, fuck, I don't have a claymore, Alright, well, you get the point. Wow, so the doors open both ways as well, just in case anyone cares about that. Okay, so, right, nice little tactical hallway, you run through, and you got what looks like only two paths in front of you, this forward path and this door, which, again, having a door adds just another fun tactical advantage. You know, if you're playing airsoft, paintball, you would want a layout like this. You would want something where you can kind of wait a moment, go out, go in, wait for someone to come around, put a claymore right here, and you're going to get a kill throughout the game. You just are. People aren't always checking that corner. They're excited to come run and go through here. But here's why Piccadilly is the best map. Now, that exists. We're going to get into that later. Okay, these parallel pathways, but if you go this way, right, you go past the bookshelves, not many people go and look around here, you got this little section right here. We go outside, boom, there was the bus from earlier, there's the parking garage, here's the bus that someone might try to head to in this staircase, and guess what? If I take this advantage spot right here, a more experienced player who knows the map, knows this area, bam, I got you. You're running for the bus, you're dead. You're running from that staircase, you're extra dead. You're coming around here, you're dead. I can hear you go out the door here. It's over. You don't stand a chance. This one, thankfully, no sound. Okay, so right there, right off the bat, you have all of these sections in just this one building. And for those people who are like, oh, but what did the border wall have to do with it? The border wall is the concept of, that's clearly over there. That clearly doesn't matter. But when you look at this, the opportunities in front of you are plentiful, okay? So just right here, there's 3 different parallel pathways to get to where you want to go to. Let's look at 2 other sections of why Piccadilly, best fucking map ever. We're going to go there in a second. The place we want to go to is going to be right over here. First off, look at these buses, right? You can run through here. You get long shots, right? Long shots are good if you're looking to get those skins you want to unlock. By the way, for those who don't know, skins on your unlock on your guns come from different kills you get, different shots you get. So long shot might be what you want. Hey, Piccadilly, you got a little tunnel right here. Circus Station goes around to the other side. Really, really cool. But what we want to show off right now is going to be over... shit, where is it? Right here. Okay. So, if you come through here, you have da-ding. You have your little doorbell sound. Da-ding, right? And for those who are learning, well, you have broken window. Doesn't make no sound, right? No security issue. Gotta love it. This building introduces and helps reinforce the idea of tactical sprinting, which is running without stopping. Boom, boom, boom. We're going, all right? You can stop for a moment, right? But tactically, look around. You're always moving. You're always looking at what's in front of you. You're always waiting for something else to move. These things indicate that someone's in this building, right? But if I'm sitting up here at this staircase and I'm camping, which you can do, you know, you can play that route too. This game offers that availability. I don't have to move. I got right, I got left. No issues. That's a really strong level design. This is, I mean, you can make a level however you want to make it. And if you make it like this, fucking great job. This is intelligent design. So the last part of Piccadilly has to do with how this fountain is a vulnerability and a strength. So you can run around this fountain. If someone starts shooting at you, run. If you have high alert as well, you'll know when someone sees you. Crouch, go around, see if you can get some blockage, know where they're coming from. That said, you're pretty much vulnerable everywhere. So if you go into the sports area, which this is the dock door, the bay door, so it doesn't have a ding on it, but if you go through here, it does. Now, runner-up, by the way, on why this map is so fucking sick, this little section with these, I guess, phones or whatever, great for coming up and hitting, right? And a perfect viewpoint of the door we're about to go to, alongside this entrance, and bam, this entrance right here. Of course, if you want, you can circle around the counter, get some kills there, get some kills there. Definitely going to see some people running up on these sides. Run through this staircase, boom, Claymore goes right there. And now you know if someone's about to cross this threshold. Genius, right? And you can, of course, plant some shit here, plant some shit there, you know, hide if you want to go that route. But when you come out here, not only can you drop and crouch, maybe go prone to hide yourself from people who are thinking they're going to get the one up on you, but you get this advantage. You get the closest side of the fountain. You have the clear drop into the buses. If you look over here, you got people running from the bank to the arcade. And if you look over here, you have this is what I was gonna this little fucking rafts, which everyone goes up here. Everyone thinks this is the perfect spot. You see how it's the brightest spot on the map? It's not the perfect spot. It's meant to be that way. And it's backlit too. So you're gonna be a silhouette standing there shooting at things, rather than being over here with good coverage, tactical advantage, and fucking little dings on the door. That said, there's also just a numerous amount of fun little secrets that are available in this map that make it really awesome. So yeah, you do have the arcade, super cool. And this is just good for like tactical shooting. If you want, you can camp out right here, right? You can, boom, get some people crossing in. They're not going to look up here. Yeah, getting on top of these arcade boxes is another really good strategy to keep. Circling around, okay? People run through here like this. They always do that, and they rarely look at that little speaker over there. Of course, you got the buses again, which are pretty cool. One of the things that is really well used is faking out the circus station. So some people who don't know the circus station will think that this is like an entrance to it, and you can make it look that way too. If you got high alert on, someone's following you, and you cut into the circus station, hide, go prone, wait, they're not gonna get you. Like, you'll probably get, and I have thermal, do I have thermal on? Yeah, I have thermal on. Boom, I see them before they see me. Okay, so yeah, that's Piccadilly. That's why this is the best map in the game, and let's go take a look at 2 other maps. So, in between talking about the maps, I actually want to talk about the guns. I want to kind of go over a bit of the perks. I want to talk about just a few other things. I think voice cuts out during part of this, so I'm going to try and space myself between moments and talking. Yeah, okay, so let's do some game setup. Let's look at our map real quick. Night maps are so beautiful, by the way. They're just so fucking well done. We're going to talk about Shoot House right now, actually, because Shoot House is the current meta, and I encourage everyone to go take a look at Shoot House. Let's go ahead and start match real quick. I'm not going to explain too much of Shoot House because there's really not too much to explain, but I just want to go over a bit of it and kind of discuss some of the strategies behind it. And I also want to talk about guns for a second while I'm running through that. So one of the fascinating things about this game and what it's done, I do wish it would let you shoot lights. I don't know why you can't shoot lights, but most of the things are more or less interactive, and the stats you carry on your guns are surprisingly more important than just numbers, you know? I mean, I have a thermal scope on, sure, but the compensator muzzle flashes...
Demon dogs came to play.
Those muzzle flashes are surprisingly really useful, and you can tell when someone's shooting, you can hear them, and things like that make a big difference, but recoil as well, and you just feel it. It's a much more realistic way of feeling these guns in this game. Things like the bipod, that when you go prone increase your accuracy of the gun, you can equip that as a mount, really good. So real quick, I just want to go over Shoot House. I want to talk about how amazing Shoot House is. There's been a few maps that have been put up of what every call sign is. You can always see the top of your screen for those, you know, you got Junkyard, etc. But I want to talk about specifically about Center and this hallway right here. So I kind of call this the Death Parade. Every section of Shoot House is invented to give you 2 or 3 tactical advantages, like Back Alley. Back Alley seems pretty bare, right? But you get a full scope on the only secondary shooting level in the entirety of the area of the map. Of course, alongside the sides of containers, and you can hide here. You got this big pillar around here, got some section, and people coming in here and here. You have 3 different entranceways to cover with Back Alley, which is actually quite a lot. Once you enter Main Street, this is the Death Parade, because what people don't always remember is you got this right and you got left side of people who can climb up, sit up here, crouch, come up. When you play Shoot House and you see people run here to there, those people are noobs, so they don't know what they're doing. You should never be doing that unless you are certain that you see a teammate on this side and a teammate on this side on your mini-map. You need to be looking at that at all times. If you're not doing that, you're fucked. You're gonna die. It's a small map on 6v6, it's over. And of course, that really leads up to what the importance of Center is, because in the same way this has like a little bit of cover here and then just complete vulnerability, so does this underpass. This underpass is clearly your left and right contained, giving you a bit of advantage, but people sit up on here and they snipe. I mean, and that's really all you need to know, right? Except you're taking the left and right side. So don't, when you're playing something like Headquarters, Domination, you should only be sniping from there and sniping like from this left and right side and coming down here and putting down suppressive fire. Because the real clear-cutting corners, the real capturing on HQ and Domination are going to come from these tires and these haystacks. Are these haystacks? I don't know what these are. In which case, you'll notice that they clearly give you an advantage to defense on the right, and if I were to put... Fuck. Stupid fucking ammunitions box. If I were to put a barrier down, which you unlock later on, I could put it right here. I got some cover. I have someone on my team taking my left, and I'm constantly looking here. We're good. Whoever's running out this way, they're done. Whoever's running out this way, they're done. I'm vulnerable here. That's why you have a teammate. Same thing to be said on this side. The only thing is, this side is the advantage. If you're playing HQ, I personally think this is the side you should focus on 100%. You should be placing a barrier right here, be ready for someone coming around, and then have someone here as well for the entrance, and then maybe a teammate who's focused running on this side. Whoever's on this side of the podium definitely has a lot more responsibility to take care of, but you really, you have the key advantage and responsibility of securing just with suppressive fire the location that you're trying to grab, okay? Because you see people running into, oh, I'm gonna sit on the checkpoint, I'm gonna sit on domination. That's a waste of time unless it's covered. If it's not covered, you're gonna get sniped out, you're gonna be shot, and you're not gonna make any progress. So little things like that make a big difference in this game, and it kind of makes a really good case for why this is like one of the most tactical first-person shooters you're ever going to find. You know, every section of this map has a clear advantage-disadvantage area that allows for tactical running and even camping if you so choose. So I want to talk about one more map, and then I want to talk about, well, first I'm talking about perks. I want to wait for this thing to do its thing. I want to talk about perks, and then I'm going to talk about a map. Okay, so let's look at these perks real quick. I want to talk about kill streaks, field upgrades, and perks. Someone was discussing recently activating specialists, so apparently I'm not too for certain on, but I've been doing it a little bit. When you have 2 kills, 4 kills in a row, you can add onto your perks and you change which ones you want equipped. The thing is, I'm just not sure. Is it only... Okay, right, there we go. You can change it. It can be any of them. Oh my god, it's not even selective to the type of perks? You gotta be shitting me. Holy fucking crap, this is nuts. This is crazy. Look at all that. So, wow, I mean, already, you know, I want to discuss how this is more of a game than a simulator. Old Modern Warfare was a simulator. It wasn't a game, in my personal opinion. I played it a lot, but I thought Counter-Strike was just a little more about being a game and completing an objective and you becoming better as a player. So quickly looking at this, you can look at some of these perks and you can start looking at really interesting builds. Overkill, carry 2 primary weapons. Look, if that's your playstyle, that's the playstyle. Look, it says it right on the fucking emblem. You got an assault rifle and a shotgun. That's the way you want to play. That's the way you want to play. Have a grand old time. Double time, normally, you know, you're just looking at tactical sprint, but you're increasing your crouch movement speed as well. And this is, again, all to reinforce the idea of this tactical sprint and what it means and using that as a meta in the game. Because they really, really want you to rely on it. And so, of course, the first perk you're looking at, double time, optimizes that idea. EOD, you know, you don't want to slow down, right? So instead of you're taking heavy damage, you're taking reduced damage. You're not about to go down as easy as everyone else in. And you're looking at hacking enemy claymores, proximity mines, C4, anything that's going to get in your way and securing a kill and moving forward. Scavenger, resupply ammo. Listen, normally this wouldn't be as big as a deal, but in this game, they really only give you 2 or 3 clips unless your clips are pretty long. Like my M4 is decked out, so it has a 60 clip on it. 60 clip, that's what, even if I'm doing like good leveling, I'm like 10 to 12 bullets a kill, you know, that's minimal, that's great. But if I'm not playing like that, I got a lower, you know, bullet item. Scavenger's coming in real handy. Cold-blooded, this is where things start to get really awesome because you become undetectable by AI targeting, thermal optics, and doesn't trigger the high alert warning. I'm going to get into why high alert's like the best perk in the entirety of the game, but first off, AR targeting is going to include anything that's like tanks or jets. Super useful. Thermal optics, I use thermal optics. Thermal optics is the best way to be playing the game right now. You're seeing people before they see you unless they got cold-blooded. And this is where you start to sacrifice things, you know. Maybe I should have cold-blooded be my secondary activating, right? I go down and I say, okay, cold-blooded's good, but it'll be even better. I don't want to be using it all the time. Oh, I can't. Oh, maybe I have cold-blooded equipped. Okay, whatever. In which case, you know, boom, that's something you have. Maybe you can't do cold-blooded. Am I crazy? Oh, it's right there. Okay, cool. So let's look at perk 2, the second list of perks that you're going through. Restock, recharge equipment over 30 seconds. I'll get into the equipment later. Hardline, kill streaks cost 1 less kill. You know, we want to talk about kill streaks, getting yourself more kills, because that's the name of the game, right? Most of the time you want to be getting more kills. With Hardline, right, 1 less kill, great. We're going to get into why that's even better later on. High Alert, one of the best perks in this fucking game. If you are a new player, you want to use this. This means that your vision will pulse when an enemy outside of your vision sees you. It's going to turn like a yellow, and it's going to be a, hey, sniper sees me, someone sees me, I got to take cover, I got to backtrack, I got to get the fuck out of dodge real fast. Ghost, if you combine Ghost with Cold-Blooded, not only can AI not see you, but UAVs, radar drones, heartbeat sensors, and snapshot grenades. And I have a secondary on my M4 that activates a snapshot grenade, so Ghost really can save you quite a bit if you're sniping. Kill Chain. Kill Chain is such an advanced perk, and I think it's not used a lot, it's slept on, and advanced players should be looking at using Kill Chain, especially sniper loadouts. A Kill Chain is going to basically carry over your kill streak from your last life, in which case, you know, hey, I didn't get that VTOL jet. Well, guess what? You're about to get that VTOL jet. That's pretty excellent. Point Man turns your kill streaks into score streaks. The only thing is, you know, when looking at this, you're looking at people who are probably going to be playing things like 20 domination. This is again for a more group setting. You'll notice that even things like quick fix, killing players, capturing objectives, holding objectives will increase your health regeneration rate. All of these last ones tend to focus more on things like domination or ground war, in which case these could be really helpful. I mean, this could win you matches pretty much, like real. This could win you matches all the time. Which, I mean, isn't that the name of the game? Tracker, enemies leave behind a footprint trail, see markers. I mean, Jesus Christ, this shit's so useful. Spotter, I've been using Spotter and Ground War. Sniper, use it. You're pretty much going to be identifying a number of enemy equipment and field upgrades, and you want your teammates to see that shit. Playing free-for-all, no, Spotter's fucking useless. Why do you have it? Have a separate loadout for free-for-all. But if you're playing Ground War, Spotter isn't a bad thing to have. Battle Harden, you know, sure, that's going to be a more FFA, free-for-all kind of play style. I run with Shrapnel, which gives me an extra piece of lethal equipment, so that means, you know, Claymore, that shit's really good. Tune-up reduces the charge time of field upgrades by 33%. We're going to get into that a little later. Amped, look, if you're playing sniper loadout, if you're playing anything with a rocket launcher or thing like that, right, you'll want to go amped. And this time around, switching weapons, you know, it matters. It takes up a minute, a good second of time, and you want to be able to know you're not going to, you know, be wasting time switching between an out of ammo pistol to whatever the fuck you got on your primary. Okay, so real quick, before I get into that map, I just want to go through kill streaks and field upgrades. Kill streaks in this game, you know, it's a little more streamlined. You can look at what I'm running. I'm running God, I don't want to be running that. I'm so sorry. I want to be running this. Yeah, thank you. This is my suggestion. Go for the long term. You know, the reason it's set up like this is because these are the two play styles. Camp. Okay, here, camp with a shield. Let's see if you can get some more kills. Personal radar, your tactical sprinter, great. Anything that's near you is going to come up and is going to ping on the map. Beautiful. That's what you got. You got yourself a nice little personal radar drone. But let's say you know you're a better player than this and you want the third option. And the third option is waiting. And if you wait and get that fourth kill, well, you can do one of the three. Counter UAV, UAV, or care package. Counter UAV should only be used for ground war, fucking domination, whatever. You do not need to be using counter UAV for things like free-for-all that often. It's just not going to be that helpful. It can, if you know, I mean, it can be helpful, but it's more of an advanced player tactic. It's just when you're talking about securing kills, this is not a securing kill advantage. This is a winning the game advantage, and that is the truth. Look, cut it however you want to cut it. Counter UAV is going to win you a map, it's going to win you a game, it's going to give you a little bit more security than getting sniped out from a UAV, which is what you want to rely on. You want to rely on the UAV to get all the enemy locations on the map that are available to you. Of course, that said, care package. You can get a random kill streak, you know, mystery box. You wait, you can get whatever you want. And maybe what you're about to get is the thing you've always been wanting. But you gotta get to it. Gotta get to it first before someone else does. Now, this is why I suggest going into the 5 or 7 route, because the 4 kills, look, UAV is going to hopefully get you 2 more kills. 2 more kills though isn't 7 kills, so cluster strike, secure a 3rd kill, get yourself to that 7. Maybe the cruise missile, you know exactly where they're at? Great. Precision airstrike, you know where they are? Great. Use that route. I think the cluster strike gives a little bit more, hey, I might hit someone, and a more higher probability of a secure kill, where you might end up wasting both these on nothing, and that kind of sucks, especially if everyone knows to go inside. So 7 kills. Look, infantry assault vehicle, AI is manning it, so that's really fun. You're going to get some good kills off this. There's no reason not to try this route. The sentry gun automated turret, this is okay. I don't fully suggest it. I think, again, if you're playing for the win, for the map, great. Sentry gun can really hold down a point that you need someone to hold down, so not a bad option. But Wilson, slept on. Wilson is so damn useful. So it does have a limited amount of fuel and health, obviously, but it can take quite a beating. It lasts quite a long time. It has a pretty good range of motion, and it does damage. This thing can be a nightmare to come up against. It really is scary to be fighting this thing, and you can secure 3-4 kills off this without even trying. I mean, it is doable. You just run in wherever it is, fuck the camper, fuck what they're doing. You're faster than them, you're gonna hit harder, they're not gonna take you out before you take them out. Wilson is slept on. It's a great kill confirm, but I think in the end, after that cluster strike, you wait a little bit, you go for that VTOL jet. Okay, and that VTOL jet is the business. You can do the emergency airdrop. This is going to get you 3 random kill streaks. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. But you could get pretty unlucky, and you could also miss like a few of them, and no one wants that. So secure your kills, get yourself a VTOL jet in the air. This thing can follow you. Go somewhere in the map, hold square, it goes to where you are, and it'll start defending that area. That's excellent. White phosphorus, people be using this a lot. It's good for ground war, really good for ground war, honestly. Lays down a lot of good smoke. Apparently it burns you, so makes your health lower, and you'll start coughing too, so you know it alerts them to where you're at. Chopper gunner, you control it. I don't recommend it. Support helo, and gunship are gonna be the 2 that really can just dominate the map. They're really strong, they're really good, and they lay down a lot of fire. Look. When is Juggernaut useful? When can I do Juggernaut? How do I do Juggernaut? Here's the thing about Juggernaut. It's 15 kills for a reason. It puts itself above 12 kills by a far margin for a very, very good reason. If you were able to go, like, say, 5 kills, right? And you activate one of these, great. And you go another 5 kills without really the help of anything immediate, great. Then you are a person who is going to be able to play Juggernaut. You don't need kill streaks to win the game. You just need the gun and the controller. You run around and you kill people. Great work. Now you're invulnerable for X amount of time. That's what Juggernaut's for. That's the reason you play it that way. That said, though, you know, not many people can play that. Like, that's not an easy thing to do. 15 kills, no death. You deserve to become invincible. This is a great kill streak addition, and props to anyone who can pull this shit off. So real quick, I want to talk about one more map, and then, you know, I'm just gonna play the game myself and hope everyone has a great time with their lives. Hold on. So let's see. The map I want to talk about is Ramazah. Okay. All right. Yes, I do love this map. I hate this map and love this map. I pretty much just want to secure the idea that, and a lot of people have this thing that, oh, the maps are kind of not good. They're fucked. They're uneven. That's not true. It's just when you're... Sorry, so it cuts out in between things. So, yeah, last point to make here is going to be this map. And just showing how there clearly is a balance and level design in these maps. This is kind of cool though, isn't it? Alright, so this is the typical place in which you get spawned. This is a nightmare part of the map.
Prosecute all targets.
Okay. We're gonna wait for this helicopter to fucking leave. Alright. Okay, so I call this the execution zone. Don't be here. This is never, ever, ever where you want to be. You have a vulnerability all around you. There is nowhere you look where you can secure an advantage. Every little section has a place that people can be at. I go through this door, I see you. Come down this staircase, I see you. Up the staircase, I see you. Up on that roof, I see you. Over here, I see you. Over in that little pathway, I see you. Hey, through this window, through this, like, streetway, every place you go, you're fucked. You don't want to be caught in this area. You just don't. So this map has a number of things that are just pretty cool to talk about. One is this little section right here is a straight, long, narrow path. And again, you know, good for long shots. You can actually jump on that and snipe from across the way. You can go back here, which leads to the spawn point. And you can, of course, come through here, leads this way. This little middle section thing can sit on, crouch behind, uses cover fire, however, leads through this underpass, comes out here. And of course, you know, we got our advantage. Boom. It's over for that person. They didn't stand a chance. Okay, so, you know, looking around, let's see what else we got. This is a super cool little section. This map, it kind of has a lot of ascension areas that are cut off from the rest of the map. So as many people can know, you can go up here, you can set up on this little section, wait for people to come out that entrance, or that entrance, or to come around. But you know, you still have to be wary. Put a claymore here, or maybe put a claymore here. This is where shrapnel becomes really helpful as a perk because you get 2 claymores, so good for your loadout. You come out this way. There's a number of ways you can get back, and of course you can go here. So you have 3 different ways into that building. That said though, come back around. There's a little section right here. Sometimes it's good to be putting a barrier like right here or so. Fuck. I keep forgetting which loadout I have. None of these are my actual online loadouts. They're separate from offline play, sadly. So one of the highlights of the map, a few people know about this, you come up here, got a little barrier here, and these all look like ladders, but hey, guess what? This one is really a ladder. And of course it leads to a 3rd floor. You got advantage of this staircase, and I'll show what all this is in a second, but this gives you advantage of this pathway. This little rooftop access. And this rooftop access, of course, has this way or this separate pathway, which has secure barrier. Someone's going to have to shoot you through these gaps if they're going to try and get you. So you really do have a minute to slide and wait, look up, okay, no one's there. Good on me. Running through here, you know, we got scaffolding that takes us back up this way, and look, same place as before. You know, so you might want to put a claymore right here, and then back up into this corner and just snipe, you know. And for those who are curious, we come back down here. Well, I should probably be safe about this, huh? Oh, also you can take this and go prone on this tarp right here. Not many people will look for you. So you come right here, you got this section, you can ascend that way, you can ascend that way, which, hey, you know, no one's going to see you take that route. It's going to take longer, but no one's going to see you. And you can go out here, which gives you a bit of a clear view of what's going on up there. It's still pretty blocked. This leads here. Little, I don't know if this is like a, oh, this is a soap shop. Alright, cool, I guess. And back out into the execution zone. So, real quick, talking about these second level stories right here, you just have a lot to work with. You know, you can hide up in this little room or whatever the fuck. There's a little bridge right down here, and this bridge is fucking dope because it doesn't connect to the other side, but this ladder does. And so people will try and run up that ladder. Well, guess what? I got clear advantage of you. You're out. Maybe you're gonna run through this. Okay, well, I'm ready for you. You know, you have really good advantage sitting up on top of here. Going prone, no one's gonna see you from that side, so you can literally just prone this way and wait for them to come up. That said, you know, gotta be careful, gotta watch out. You got multiple doors up here. You got a ladder over here. This door leads... Oh, wow, it leads over to that side. I didn't even know that. Where? Okay, this exit not used a lot to get out here. So if you're looking to cut, you know, someone's sniping around, you can go, of course, come around this way. Boom, out, run, and you're good to go. That said, though, what is it? This section, this ladder goes right back down. So this is a quick way to access the second story of this side if people are griefing you up there. But what's really cool is this interior section right here. So you can either take it, go out, keep going, and go all the way out to the back. Make sure there's no one here. Take the ladder, go back upstairs, circle back around if you need to. Or you can take the left, go this way, and look where we're at. So, I mean, and at the end of the day, you have a lot of fast ways to get different sections of the map. You'll know someone's new at playing the game if they're not taking these routes. If someone's like, oh, I'm gonna get to that same section, and they go around, they're taking the more vulnerable route, the route that has the more likely chance of getting shot at. But if you come here to the left, stay against the wall where no one can see you, come out, and look at this advantage you have. People here. This person, immediately look for them, see if they're there. Nope. Oh, boom. Staircase. They're not always going to think. And this is the last... Okay, the first entrance, when you come out this door, is this entrance. But this is the last exit if you come from this staircase. Little things like that show really smart tactical planning on the level designers and the people who made these maps. This game fucking kills. It's a fucking amazing game, and you should be playing the meta. Anytime they update with a map and a mode, play it. Shoot House 24/7, play it. Night Vision, play it. Everything about those. Look, this is someone who goes 30-6 on free-for-all. I fuck with this game. I've played Call of Duty, I've played Counter-Strike, I've played Team Fortress, I've played Overwatch, played Combat Arms, been in it, alright? Fucking Battlegrounds, been in it. This is the definitive first-person shooter. This is the definitive tactical first-person shooter. It stands up there with the greats. It really does. I think it's redefined first-person shooters. So, yeah. Hallelujah. Thanks for watching.